Hello there my RPG lovers and welcome to another video. The Three Brothers DLC has a lot more content than I initially expected. Apart from the new zone in the game, the city builder feature and the new skill trainer that I covered in the last Outward video, we're also going to get some new artifacts. Artifacts are basically really unique items in Outward, which are usually pretty hard to get. Back in 2019, I did a video where I showcased all the artifacts in the game, and you can check it out by clicking on the card above. In this video, I'm going to show you all the new artifacts that you can get in the newest DLC for the game, The Three Brothers. There is one specific catch for artifacts in this DLC, which I'm not going to spoil in this video. It's not extremely hard to do, and it makes the process of getting these weapons a bit more exciting. Just make sure to read the description of each weapon you find in this DLC, because that will give you some hints. The description is kinda vague, but it will make sense once you start exploring the new zone. Anyway, in this video I'm going to show you all the new artifacts and talk about them for a bit. So let's not waste any more time. The first artifact I'm going to show you is a one-handed sword. It's called Gep's Blade, and upon strike it releases a powerful arterial blast, but it also reduces your arterial resistance. If the name of this blade is familiar to you, that's because you definitely heard it before if you played Outwards. When your character dies, you will usually find the item called Gep's Note and Gep's Drink. Gep is the nickname of one particular crowdfunding supporter for Outward who made a huge donation. It's a nice little background story behind his name. The second artifact on the list is called Sandros. It's a one-handed axe which inflicts blaze on burning targets, but it reduces your cold resistance by 30 points. It deals 50 points of physical damage. Then we have Scepter of the Cruel Priest. It's a one-handed mace with a really cool visual effect. All strikes with this weapon deal decay damage, but it reduces your lightning resistance by 30 points. The next artifact on the list is a dagger called Gilded Shiver of Tramontane. It deals 37 cold damage on hit, and you have a chance to inflict hamper, slow and cripple on foes. It's a really interesting weapon because it doesn't deal any physical damage at all, so I'm guessing it will be really useful versus enemies that have a lot of physical protection. Distortion Experiment is a chakram which deals all kinds of elemental damage: ethereal, decay, lightning, cold and fire. I'm glad that chakrams are getting some much needed love, and this particular artifact looks really cool. But it also reduces your status effect resistances by 10%. The next artifact on the list is called Angler's Shield. This item has more than a couple of really useful effects. It makes the player immune to petrification, plague and breathless, but it also emits a light that only you can see, which means the light from the shield won't affect NPC detection, so you can sneak more effectively even with a light source. The next artifact on the list is in my top 3 artifacts in this DLC. It's a two-handed axe called Grind. It has 15% bonus ethereal and lightning damage, but it reduces your impact and decay resistance. Apart from the unique look of this item, it also has a special sound effect upon hits. It's a really cool weapon. The next artifact on the list looks like a two-handed sword, but it's actually a two-handed mace. It deals 26 physical and ethereal damage, but it also inflicts Aether Bomb on foes. The negative effect on this weapon reduces your physical resistance. This weapon also has a unique sound effect when you attack. It's actually really satisfying. Then we have Duty, the lance of a hero whose mortality was proved in Caldera. This weapon inflicts burning and holy blaze, but it reduces your stamina recovery. It mostly deals physical damage, along with 5 bonus lightning and fire damage. The next item on the list is called Revend Moon. This particular artifact raises the temperature around you and it increases your mana cost by 20%, but it will inflict blaze effect and it gives you 35% bonus fire damage. It's definitely one of the coolest looking weapons on the list. The one and only spear on this list is called Shriek. It's a highly poisonous weapon which deals 33 decay and physical damage. It inflicts plague on hit, which can actually spread to nearby enemies. You can poison yourself in fights, which is not so fun. And same as a lot of these items, it looks really cool. The last item on this list is the new Gauntlets. I won't even try to pronounce the name of this item, because I tried, trust me. This cool looking weapon deals 25 physical and frost damage, and it can also inflict chill and slow status effects on enemies. It lowers the temperature around you, and it reduces your fire resistance by 20 points. It's probably the coolest looking gauntlets in the game, in my opinion. And those will be all the new artifacts in this new DLC. There is a small chance that I missed something, and if I did, feel free to post a comment down below. The Three Brothers DLC is probably going to be released at the same time when this video goes live, so this should give you some motivation for exploring the new zone and finding some secrets. I will have more videos about the new content from this DLC, so stay tuned for that. If you missed my last Outward video where I showcased all the new skills from Primary Ritual List, you can check it out by clicking on the card above. Tell me your opinions about the new DLC, and does it look like something that you would buy? It's basically more Outward, so if you like the vanilla game and the first DLC, you'll probably going to like this one as well. Don't forget to press the thumbs up button if you found this video useful or entertaining. Don't forget to subscribe for more RPG content. If you want to support the channel in the long run, consider becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You can get your name on the end credits, as well as some other perks like early access to videos, Discord roles, my plans for future content, etc, etc. That would be all, and I'll see you in the next one.